That breaking news is in Sacramento. A former chief of staff for Governor Gavin Newsom is among multiple people facing charges in a federal investigation. Dana Williamson made her first court appearance today. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Lisa Gonzalez.
I'm Golston Dart. Now, she's facing charges that include fraud, conspiracy, obstruction of justice, and making false statements. KCRA 3's political director Ashley Zavala is standing by live right now with what we know about the investigation. Ashley.
Well, Lisa and Golston, we should start off by saying this is one of the most powerful and influential women in California politics. Governor Newsom's former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, just within the last hour and a half or so, left the federal courthouse here on a $500,000 bond facing serious allegations. She's accused of conspiring with Javier Becerra, who is currently a candidate for governor and the former U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary, conspiring with his chief of staff, Sean McCluskey, to take $225,000 from Becerra's political campaign account. Investigators say this happened between 2022 and 2024, which started before but continued while she was working for Governor Newsom. She faces 23 federal charges related to that, including wire fraud, bank fraud, obstruction of justice, and false tax documents. Williamson pleaded not guilty in court today. Her alleged co-conspirators, McCluskey and well-known Sacramento lobbyist Greg Campbell, have plea deals, according to court records. In a statement, Javier Becerra said, quote, "The news today of formal accusations of impropriety by a long-serving trusted advisor are a gut punch. I have voluntarily cooperated with the U.S. Department of Justice in their investigation and will continue to do so as California's former Attorney General. I fully comprehend the importance of allowing this investigation and legal process to run its course through our justice system." We did approach Ms. Williamson as she exited the courthouse today. Here's our exchange with her and her attorney. Should other California officials and people involved in the government be concerned now with this investigation underway?
Do you have any comment, Ms. Williamson?
No, you guys can contact my attorney.
Do you have anything to say at all?
Ms. Williamson, do you have anything to say to Javier Becerra right now?
No.
He called this a gut punch.
With prosecutors?
No lie.
Ms. Williamson, you have nothing to say with the 23 counts against you, alleging that you and co-conspirators funneled money from Javier Becerra's campaign.
Okay, thank you guys. I just said, please, you guys can contact my attorney for a statement.
You have nothing to say to the people of California, Ms. Williamson. Should Governor Gavin Newsom be concerned, Ms. Williamson? Should Governor Gavin Newsom be concerned? There's nothing else with the 23 charges. Should other government officials in California, other people associated with the government, be concerned here?
Sorry, I have no comment on that. Thank you.
This is a big case, sir. A lot of people could be involved. Dana Williamson was a very powerful person in California's government. There's nothing you can share at this moment.
Sorry.
Can you say when we might have an update or something from you?
It won't be from me. It'll be from her.
Well, she just referred. Okay, so
Yeah.
You won't be her counsel.
There's somebody above me.
Now, we should note Governor Gavin Newsom at this moment, from what we know, is not involved in this case. A spokesperson for his office said, quote, "While we are still learning details of the allegations, the governor expects all public servants to uphold the highest standards of integrity." Now, I did ask the governor's office if this is the reason why Williamson left his office last year in November of 2024. His spokesman confirming tonight that she was put on leave when she notified them that she was under criminal investigation. Reporting live here in downtown Sacramento, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything like this in recent memory. Ashley, it's still a lot more to come with this. And thank you for that part of our coverage on this tonight.